Hey guys, it's Marshall Tingle with your Superior Ag Insurance Ringside Report for this past week, the week of August 21st through the 27th. So if you're like me, you're out here enjoying just a little bit of sunshine, trying to dodge these showers that are coming to you, but I'll take any rain we can get. We were getting kind of dry, but that's beside the point. Let's talk about this cattle market. So this cattle market's been a little bit different this past week than what we have seen. So your feeder cattle are still gaining ground, but they've taken a few dollars back off of your yearling, both steers and heifer cattle. Runs have been pretty much on par, but like I said, taking a few dollars back off, and it's kind of strange this week. You know, normally we go correlation and walk kind of hand in hand with your CME feeder cattle index. This week, not so much. Just a little bit of a change there, but let's talk about these cattle markets real fast. So your runs across the barn or across the state, pretty much on par. We sold 16,432 head of cattle. That's only down about 800 than it was this time last week, so I'm going to call that pretty much steady. Now, if you compare that to last year, we're actually up 3,400 head more cattle sold this week than we was this week last year. Now, like I said, yearling cattle, steers and heifers, $1 to $3 higher. Some instances they call it sharply higher. Let's talk about that. So your four-weight steer cattle this week, $1.65 to $2.25. I'm gonna say they're average somewhere around that $2 to $2.10 range. Your 5-weight steer cattle this week, $1.60 to $2.18. They're gonna average somewhere around that $1.90 to $2 range. But here's what I want to talk about: these yearling cattle. We have gained ground and gained ground and gained ground. Seems like for the past month, maybe close to a month and a week or so. But this week we've actually lost some ground, but not in correlation to your CME feeder cattle index, which is a little bit unusual, or we haven't seen that here lately. So let's talk about your cattle, your first half of the week. First half of the week, we were right on par. Everything looks good and pretty much steady. But once we got to Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it dropped off a little bit. Let's look into that just a little bit farther. So these are first of the week cattle. Here's a set of them, 67 head of these, 824 pounds on the average. All black steers, $1.8350. Pretty good. Now here's a little bit heavier set. Here's 57 head of these. These are all black steers as well. 854 pounds on the average, $1.81. Now here's your heavy eights. Here's 118 head of them, a big string of them. All black-hided steers, 883 pounds on the average. You're looking at $1.8185. So everything right there, just groovy. We're right on par. Now, once Wednesday came, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we saw a drop. Probably about a nickel to sometimes a bigger than a nickel drop on these. So let's check these out here real fast. Here's a set of them. Here's 34 head of them. So not a full load, but still a good example. 34 head of these, all black steers, 829 pounds on the average, $1.75 flat. So you're looking at a minimum of about a $6 drop right off the bat. Now here's another set of them. Here's your mid eights. Here's 60 head of these, 856 pounds on the average. Now these are mixed steers, so taking a correlation, there's going to be a slight discount for them being mixed versus being all black. 856 pounds on the average, mixed, $1.6925. So if you kind of convert that to them being black, they're going to be right there on the same range, same average as that $1.75. Now close out on your heavy eights. Here's 64 head of these. These are 893 pounds on the average. All black steers as well, $1.7575. So as you can see, there's right at about a steady nickel drop between first half of the week and back half of the week. Now let's compare that to your CME feeder cattle index. So normally we're kind of right there hand in hand as far as the pattern is concerned. This week, not so much. So we'll start off the CME feeder cattle index. Monday the 22nd, you're looking at $1.8060. This is for your CME feeder cattle index. Now Tuesday the 23rd, $1.8050. By the time Wednesday the 24th rolled around, you're looking at $1.81 flat. Thursday the 25th, $1.8225. And by the time we got to Friday the 26th, you're looking at $1.8316. So you're definitely seeing an upward shift. You had a $3 upward shift on your CME feeder cattle index, and you had about a nickel shift back on your live cattle trade here in Kentucky. Now, what causes this, what's going on with this, I can't really answer to give you a definite answer, but think about it. You've had some volatility in the board this week. You've had a whole lot of talk about this corn scouting that's been going on in your Midwest, and then you had, as far as your market first of the week, your board was down first of the week as far as yesterday. Now today, when I checked this and made this video, your board was up on your feeder cattle and your corn was down. So what's it going to do? What's it going to do here locally? I can't answer, but just keep an eye on it. Because normally, like I said, we're normally right there on par with how your CME trends. This week we are not. So keep that in mind. Now, If you want to talk a little bit more in depth about that, or if you have any questions about how this concerns your LRP policy, your livestock risk protection policy that you already have, or if you're interested in putting an LRP policy and on a set of fresh cattle that you've got on your or even on your fall calves that are fixing to come here shortly, feel free to reach out to us. Superior Ag Insurance. Call Ian Thomas, 859-613-2453. Check us out on the web, www.superioragins.com. Thank you so much. Look forward to talking to you soon.